So it looks like Kenya Moore might be one step closer to settling with her soon-to-be ex, Marc Daly. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So it feels like it's been a very long time since we talked about Kenya Moore and Marc Daly's divorce. As you know, in a recent interview with Entertainment Tonight, Bryce asked Kenya, is it about money why this divorce has not been settled? And she said without saying, pretty much. So as you know, we've been following this divorce between Kenya and Marc on and off the show. Kenya has tried desperately to keep this situation under seal. She didn't want us knowing her financials. She didn't want us knowing about what's going on with this divorce. As you know, Marc at one point tried to have Brooklyn, the cutie patootie, off of the Real Housewives last season. All you got to see of her was a blur. I really hope that they can unblur that. You the editors out there, could you unblur that? So for those of us that want to rewatch that season could watch it and actually see Brooklyn? I wonder. Google schmoogle, let's figure that out. Well, now it seems as if, according to our friends over at Radar Online, that the two might be one step closer to finalizing this divorce. But we're not sure if that means that Kenya won't have to pay Marc Daly. So according to Radar Online, they said according to their court documents that they were able to obtain, Kenya Moore and her estranged husband are still battling out before a judge, but working towards a settlement. Okay, so one of the things that Marc was requesting of Kenya was to provide her financials, and she was refusing to do so because of privacy concerns. According to Radar Online, they said, as we first reported earlier this year, Marc claimed Kenya was dragging her feet on providing him with the information on her finances. He said she took months to turn over basic documents and even failed to submit a proposed child support worksheet. Marc pleaded with the court for help in getting Kenya to act. A new court order filed reveals the parties appeared for a hearing last month. Kenya's been real good about keeping this under wraps because every time we report on this divorce, it's always a month later. And it's like, what? Come on. So the judge said Kenya admitted to not turning over all documents, citing privacy concerns. She was worried about us. As a result, Marc and Kenya reached a confidentiality agreement, and she will now produce the documents that he's been requesting. The development means the two can start having a real negotiation talks and try to wrap this divorce up. So just a reminder, if you haven't been keeping up to date with Kenya's divorce, she filed for divorce from Marc back in a year ago this month, May of 2021. She listed the date of separation, though, as September 19th of 2019. The RHOA star said that they have been living in a bona fide state of separation since that date. In her petition, she said the marriage was irretrievably broken with no hope for reconciliation. Marc responded to the case by agreeing to Kenya having primary custody, but he demanded joint legal custody to allow him to make important decisions on his daughter's behalf. Prior to the divorce, Kenya had filed a separate case over custody of Brooklyn. In that battle, Marc attempted to block their child, Brooklyn, from appearing on The Real Housewives of Atlanta last season. Kenya said her employment, though, required her to share her life, including her baby girl. I recently saw someone in our live chat say, is Brooklyn not going to be featured on the show? No, she literally won this in court because the job that she has is her reality, and Brooklyn is a part of her reality and a part of her profession right now. The judge presiding over the case sided with Kenya, but allowed Marc to have input on the scenes she would shoot for Bravo. In the divorce, Marc says he believes he's owed, though, a cut of more Manor that they shared during their marriage, owned, though, by Kenya. You know, we saw her buy this home in cash. We saw her build this home in cash. However, I believe when we were talking about RHOA, recapping RHOA, someone called in and said, well, the only bad part about this is that Kenya added the pool area, beautiful pool, to her home while she was married to Marc. So that changes a little thing. Look, I'm not an attorney, but apparently it must make sense if he's seeking some sort of financial kickback for this home. So as I said, in the divorce, Marc says he believed that he's owed a cut of the home that they shared during their marriage, owned by Kenya. All sign points to her gearing up for a battle over that request. He also demands she covers his legal bills. The case is still pending in Georgia, with both still legally married to each other. You can say a lot of different things about Marc Daly, but Kenya, you chose him. So it is what it is. I'm sure you may have seen signs of this throughout the marriage, maybe leading up to marriage. Remember, it was a very short courtship before she got married to him. And a lot of people say that production and Bravo punished her by removing her from that season because she did that without letting them know and without sharing that part of her life on the show. And also because Marc didn't want to film with her. He did film for a little bit. And even when we saw him filming, we were like, what in this? Ken? What? I hope whatever is the next step for Kenya Moore, it's someone that really is loving on her. And I know some people say, no, she needs someone that, because she's such a force, she needs someone like that. Well, she's gotten that, and that hasn't worked out for her. I think she needs someone that is equally on the same level as her financially, the same level of her mentally, and someone that she can have fun with. And that's also going to be a good co-parent, because no matter how you feel about it, Marc is in New York. He's still a parent, but he's in New York. Whoever she gets with next, hopefully maybe they have kids, but will be a good stepfather as well to Brooklyn, because that's also really critical as well. Can we look at the bright side of things? Kenya, she was married for a little bit, but she also got this beautiful baby out of it. And I think that has really changed Kenya a lot. I know Sheree said she really loves Kenya now. She thinks maybe because she has Brooklyn, because she was married, that may have changed her. I don't know if it's changed Kenya. I think if anything, it's just brought out the mother instinct in Kenya, the mothering that she always desperately wanted from her own mother that had turned her back on her when she was just the baby. So I'm happy to see that we're closer to finalizing this divorce, because very much like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation, continuing and prolonging this inevitable divorce and even past this, because you have to co-parent with this man for the next 18 years, well, at least the next, how many years, you've got to figure that out, because it's going to affect your life. It's going to affect your child's life. I hope that they can come to terms with this. And Marc, you don't own that home. You didn't pay for that home. I know legally you might be entitled to some of that. Let it go, because at the end of the day, your daughter is living in that home. That is her primary residence. You don't need it. Or maybe you do. How's Soka doing? Guys, as always, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Marc should get a piece of this home? Maybe you do. Let's continue the conversation below. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.